What's going on, everybody? I'm Primalliquid, and it has been so very long since we have done anything even remotely like this. We have been doing basically nothing but challenge videos since, I want to say, like, October 2022. Like, it has been so freaking long. Actually, maybe, no, not 2022. Maybe 23. Either way, it's been so freaking long since we've actually done, like, a walkthrough series, you know? And you guys have been asking for Final Fantasy V a lot. Like, seriously, a lot. So, we're gonna do it! I know I've been promising for, you know, a good while that we're gonna finish off the Pixel Remaster series. I'm really sorry for the delay. It has been, you know, definitely long overdue. It's just a whole bunch of different things getting in the way. Obviously, you know, I've been prioritizing the growth of the channel, which is where the challenges have been coming into play. And of course, you know, I also work full-time right now. I do 48-hour night shifts each week, so 4 on, 4 off, which is also, you know, a huge time sink, which basically leaves just the challenges that I can do, as I can actually work on them at the night shift job as well. Can't really do walkthroughs or let's plays like this, though. And then obviously, you know, when I'm off from that job, I just tend to try and finish the challenges off, you know what I mean? So it's kind of a cascading effect, if you get me. But one thing I do want to say is I know this video is being uploaded to the main channel, okay? However, if you guys remember, I have said previously that when it comes to the Let's Plays and walkthroughs now, they are only going to go on the Primal VOD channel. The only reason I'm uploading this to the main channel is just to, you know, let everybody know that FF5 is here, basically, that the series is being recorded, and so on and so forth. So, if you want to watch the rest of this series, then make sure you go and subscribe to the Primal VOD channel. Hey, that doesn't mean, though, you should stop watching this video. Make sure you leave a like and a comment as well, because that really helps out the main channel. But yeah, so down below in the description, and I'll also pin a comment, we are going to be doing the rest of this series. You know, we'll be doing all of 6 Pixel Remaster. They will be going on the Primal VOD channel. That is the new home of Let's Plays and walkthroughs, okay? The main channel, so Primalliquid 92, where you're probably watching this video right now, that's still going to be challenges, guides, and, you know, like general news-style videos and so on and so forth, okay? So, yeah, typical Let's Plays, they're going to be on the Primal VOD channel. So if you want to watch the rest of this series, go subscribe to that channel. Linked down below, and also, you know, in a pinned comment. But yeah, so, oh, excuse me. We are going to be doing the full platinum for Final Fantasy V now. That means literally everything, okay? Like, literally everything this game has to offer. So, we're going to have to get all items, all blue magics and stuff like that. Now, some things to note, okay? There are missable trophies in this game. So, the missable trophies are collecting all treasure chests. That is missable. All hidden items is also missable. 100% bestiary is missable. And all blue magic techniques are missable. Okay? Now, with the blue magic ones, that one's kind of awkward because there are some that you can't learn if you are max level. Kind of awkward, but honestly, that one's really hard to miss. You know, it's just more if you go out of your way to miss it, or if you power level a lot, basically, you can completely miss it. But yeah, those... Oh, excuse me. I'm very gassy today. I don't know why. Like, I've got a lot of built-up gas, so I'm just constantly burping. I apologize about that, guys. Hopefully it's not coming through on the mic. Well, it's kind of like, you know that, like, half burp, half hiccup thing that people get sometimes, or at least I hope people get sometimes. I hope it's not just me. But it's basically that, right? Anyway, while we're still watching the intro, let's talk a little bit more about the game. So, there are going to be 225 treasure chests that we need to grab. There are going to be only 44 hidden items that we need to grab, so definitely a lot less hidden items this time around, which is great. We are going to have to collect all 8 pianos. We're going to have to get all 30 blue magic. And obviously, we cannot get that if we hit maximum level, okay? And the reason for that is level 2, 4, and 5 magic. So you guys know, like in, you know, like level 5 death from other games and stuff like that. Basically, it's those sorts of spells. Yeah? And we're also going to have to save some items for later as well. Anyway, now that we have actual control of our character, we can head to the right and interact with the meteorite. Oh, also, one thing that I kind of want to mention is, you guys know I've been doing challenges pretty much non-stop for, you know, the main channel for a while. I'm going to really try to get the next one out this Friday. So we're on Wednesday right now, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna really try and get the next one out this Friday. I can't promise it will be ready on Friday though, okay? So if you don't know, the way I basically, you know, do my challenges and that is, I typically work on 2 or 3 challenges at once, right? So a lot of people you're probably just thinking right now, well, that's dumb. Like, no wonder you're falling behind sometimes if you're working on 2 or 3 different projects at once. Oh, we need a name. But there is a reason for that, okay? And I'll mention it right after this. We need to talk about Ko-Fi. Me! Did you know that you can support the channel over on Ko-Fi right now? Not only do you get insanely awesome benefits like early access to videos and discounted merch, but you're also helping the future of this channel. Once we can hire DAF full-time, which is the first goal we have on there, then you guys will get not only the weekly challenge video, but you will also get 2 brand new weekly series. So we'll go from 1 video every Friday to 1 video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We just have to hit the first goal for that to happen. And as a benefit, you can support as much or as little as you want on Ko-Fi. It's entirely up to you. Learn more down below at the link in the description. Okay, so obviously, I know that little Ko-Fi ad didn't really work that well. It's kind of like a pre-recorded one that we do just to, you know, save a little time, save a little effort and stuff like that on terms of the editing side. But yeah, just so you know, FF5 as well is also going to be under early access. So if you want to watch, you know, more of that, then by all means, definitely go and support the channel over on Ko-Fi. But yeah, so the reason I do like 2 or 3 different challenges at once, basically, is just down to the fact of burnout, right? So obviously I play a lot of Final Fantasy, you know, that is definite. I play a lot of Final Fantasy, and if I was to just do the same game over and over and over and over, I would get burnt out very quickly, you know what I mean? So we try and sort of work it so that, you know, we can sort of like avoid the burnout, if that makes sense. I can't remember how to get in those trees. It's gonna be somewhere here. But yeah, we try and avoid the burnout that way by, you know, just doing 2 or 3 different games at once. That way, if I start getting annoyed at one, you know, I can move on, do a day or 2 on the other game. Oh yeah, that was the first treasure chest in the game, by the way. Just a Phoenix down, but still nice to get. And obviously, we need it for the trophy. But yeah, so I try and do it just to avoid burnout, basically, because then I can sort of flip between the 2, and it stops me from getting bored. You know, it keeps things a little bit fresh. But obviously, sometimes, you know, it doesn't always work out, both from a time perspective and just also in general, if I have 2 challenges that, you know, take a little bit longer. You know what I mean? It just kind of... Oh, I forgot to speak to Galoof. Whoops. Yeah, whoopsie. That's my bad. All right, let's go back in. Yeah, so it's just one of them. I am trying to get this one done for this Friday, but there is probably going to be a week sooner or later where a video does unfortunately get missed. Okay, just because you know, obviously we're right up on the timeline right now for me. We're right up on the timeline for DAF. DAF is, you know, incredibly busy doing her own stuff. Obviously, we can't afford to pay DAF full-time just yet. Ko-Fi is definitely nowhere near that point, unfortunately. Which obviously means, you know, DAF has to also make a living with other tasks and stuff like that. So we can't just monopolize her time, unfortunately. So there are going to be times where she has her own deadlines, which unfortunately means, you know, less editing for us, basically. So that also doesn't help, but, you know, it's one of them. Sometimes these things just can't be helped, really. So it is something that we're trying to, you know, sort out, basically. Yeah, unfortunately, until the Ko-Fi sort of, you know, gets to that level, then it's just one of them, you know. We sort of have to wait. On the bright side, though, I mean, if everybody watching this right now is able to pledge just £1 a month, that's like a cost of a chocolate bar, man. If you're able to do that, then hey, we'll be able to hire a full-time instantly. Because I mean, we only need, I think we're like a third of the way there right now. It's been a couple of days since I've checked, but yeah, I think we're a third of the way there. So, you know, it can definitely happen. We're definitely not that far off, for sure. It's like we can definitely do it, guys. We can do it. Anyway, so we've done the meteorite. There was only the one treasure chest in there, no hidden items, as you can see. So now it's time to actually advance on. Also, one thing to note, okay, we are going to be getting all of the bestiary options on the way. Now, there's a couple of reasons for this, right? So the first main reason is just going to basically be because it avoids any, you know, like real grinding later. Also, we're going to change the configuration really quick. Battle speed, we're going to put to fast. We are going to leave the battle mode on wait, though. Battle message fast. Curse and memory definitely on. Continue auto battle on. Default speed run, of course. And then we're just going to help ourselves out a little with the boosters. We're going to change guild to ×4, ABP to ×4 as well. EXP, we are going to leave at 1, though. The reason we're leaving EXP at 1 is, as I mentioned, we need to get the blue magic, so we don't want to level up too fast. We are going to grind later to hit level 99 for a trophy, but that's going to be way later, you know. We don't have to worry about that for now. And also, right now, there are no other, you know, random encounters or anything like that until we get inside. Oh, we got the leather cap, nice. Let's actually go ahead and equip that. So I might as well get that little extra defense, hadn't we? Coming very helpful. Yeah, this is just a little, you know, casual sequence that we have to go through, and then we will end up in a cave very, very shortly. That's going to be the first point where, you know, we can get some treasure chests. We need to fight a couple of mobs and so on and so forth. One of the fun facts, though, right, is I want to say it's this cave coming up. I'm pretty sure it's this cave coming up, right? But the game is actually bugged. Although saying that, I don't know if it's still bugged, because it has had, you know, some updates and whatnot. I'm pretty sure it's still bugged, though. Basically, there's a treasure chest in this upcoming cave, which doesn't actually display in this area. So what I mean by it doesn't display is if you look at the map, you know how I just showed you guys for the meteorite, where it was like 1 treasure chest, 0 hidden items, and so on and so forth. It's a little bit like that, right? Only, for some reason, this cave doesn't display one of the treasure chests in that list. But don't worry, it does show it on the next area, if that makes sense. So it's just, you know, like some small problem with the development. They basically knocked one item off this list and added it to the next. But no, the treasure chest is in this area. So if you are doing the Pixel Platinum yourself, you know, if you're going for the Platinum trophy yourself, I couldn't think of the words then for some reason. If you're doing the trophy yourself, you're missing one treasure chest and you've no idea where it is because it says it's in a town, but it's not. Yeah, it's actually going to be in this cave. Okay, so we've got control again. Now we can actually head up to the cave. Now, we don't need to worry about any random battles outside here on the world map, right? Reason for that is they're just general, you know, goblins, basically. So for this cave, right, there are going to be 3 mobs. So we've already done the goblin. You know, we've already fought the goblin through, you know, just the general tutorial fights and stuff like that. That was monster number 1. So right now we're going to get monster 2, 3, and 4. And that is the steel bat, devil crab, and stroper, respectively. Also, fun fact, right? There's actually something really, really weird going on in here. So the devil crab and the stroper have no MP, right? They just have no MP in general. However, the steel bats, so these guys right here, for some reason, they actually have 10,000 MP. Don't ask me why or how or so on and so forth, but yeah, they have over 10,000 MP. I think it's 10,000. It's either 10,000 or 100,000. It's one of the two. Also, these springs, yeah, they're just going to heal like HP, MP, removal statuses, and revive KO. Look out for them throughout the game, as there's going to be quite a few. Obviously, I'm going to show a ton of them. You know, I'm obviously going to show a ton of them, but it is what it is, right? Anyway, this is the treasure chest right here that I was actually on about as well. Obviously, we're in a battle, so we can't see it right now. I know it sucks. But yeah, this is the treasure chest that will not actually display for this area. Don't worry though, we'll grab it now. We just need to sort of run through the gap in the wall. Hey, it's a pirate, man. If we know anything from other games, that means we get to steal their ship, right? That's always the case in the earlier FFs. Any kind of boat we get, we always have to steal from pirates. At least they mix that up a little in the future games, you know, so we can be glad about that. Things aren't kept stale. Right, so there's the Stroper. So all we need now is the Devil Crab. That's the only one we need now. Once we have that, the bestiary for this area is complete. So that'll be all 4 enemies for this part of the game. Right, there's the leather cap, so we can equip that as well, which we're going to. I'm going to equip this on Lena just because, you know, she's a little weaker defensively, and she typically has less health, so we're gonna throw it on her. Right, let's just get the let's just do the fights here until we get the Devil Crab. That's the only enemy we need right now, and then once we have that, we can, you know, just sail through and leave. Just depends on how lucky we're gonna get, though. You guys know what my RNG is like, right? Plus, it probably also doesn't help that I'm not gonna give too much away. Don't worry, there's gonna be no spoilers or anything like that. One of the challenges I'm working on is like pure RNG, right? And when I say pure RNG, I mean literally we are at RNG's mercy the entire run. That is probably why there's going to be a delay on challenges soon, because that one is taking forever. That's not the one that may potentially be coming Friday, by the way. I'm just saying that, okay? That is not the one that will be coming next. But yeah, there is a challenge run that is just taking forever because it is pure RNG. I don't mean in terms of, oh, you know, we need RNG for this item or we need RNG for that item. No, nothing like that. It is just pure RNG for everything. Now, some of you may or may not be able to figure out what that challenge run is just based on that comment. Some of you might not, but either way, I'm not going to confirm or deny anything. Look, I only give you guys the clues in the actual challenge videos. So, obviously, the last one that was uploaded was the healer only. So, because of that, there is clues in that for what the next video is. Where are these devil crabs, man? Yeah, in the healing only, there are clues. So, go watch that. Although, I don't know, I feel like maybe in the heal only one, I was kind of mean. You know, I think maybe I was a little bit mean. Oh, excuse me. Just because I did make it a little bit harder, okay? I will admit I did make it a little bit harder. Just because, I don't know, I feel, so when I've been doing the other videos, I've been trying to make it really obvious, right? I've been trying to make it really obvious. I've been basically giving 2 clues out. So one of the clues is going to be what the game is, and one of the clues is what the challenge is. My god, where are these crabs, man? You know what, let's go to the 3rd floor and see if we can get them there. But yeah, so normally I give 2 clues out. One for what the game is, one for what the challenge is. Obviously, I'm a little bit meaner than that. I give multiple clues for the game. By which I mean, you know, I could give like clues to 4 or 5 different games. And then you just have to get lucky and guess the right game. You know what I mean? You just have to get lucky and guess the right game. But the challenge itself, there's only ever 1 clue in the video for that. So you guys just have to pay attention and see if you can, you know, maybe figure it out. Oh man, nah, it shouldn't be that bad though. Right, let's see if we can get the devil crab in here. Unfortunately, this is kind of like the last room that we can actually get random battles in as well. So we absolutely need to get it in here before we move on. I should probably actually go back to the spring and heal, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's go back to the spring and heal. Like, maybe we can get a devil crab. I don't know. We'll see. But at the very least, I could definitely do with healing. Galoof is pretty freaking weak, to be fair. So, let's actually talk about some of the things that may or may not be annoying in this run, because there are going to be a few. And obviously, we also need to do all the you know, the random secret bosses and stuff like that. But yeah, so some of the annoying things that we're gonna have to do in this game are, first of all, some of the side quests really suck. Oh, we got the devil crab right as soon as we got here for the healing, of course. How freaking typical is that, right? How freaking typical. Well, I can turn no encounters on while I just leave the area, I guess, because now we do have all the mobs, so that's great. We can do that. So no encounters on. Let's heal up and let's leave. Okay, so we're completely done in the cave now. We've got all the items, we've got all the bestiary. But yeah, if I bring up that, as you can, oh, maybe they did fix it. Yeah, I'm guessing they fixed it because it actually shows a chest on there now. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so everything I said earlier, you know, just completely ignore. Basically, they fixed that little bug. You know, I can't remember what I was actually talking about before now though. This always happens to me, right? Like, do you guys miss this? Because it always happened, right? There was always the case of I would just completely forget, like, everything. Oh, man. Anyway, there are 3 extra treasure chests in this area, but we can't get them yet, so don't worry about it. All we need to do right now is just go steal the ship, pretty much. Yeah, do you guys miss that from when I was doing you know, like Let's Plays, walkthroughs and stuff like that before, where I just start rambling, right? Like I was talking probably about something really important, and then out of nowhere I would just randomly start rambling about something for a few minutes, and then I'm just like, but me no remember. Like it's always the case, man. I don't know what it is. I think I just have like a pure goldfish memory. I mean, let's be honest. I totally have just a pure, undeniable goldfish memory. So yeah, that's my excuse, and I am sticking to it anyway. Oh yeah, I was on about the things that could be like really annoying this run, wasn't I? So blue magic is going to be one. Getting all the blue magics is a little bit of a pain. We have to go, you know, out of the excuse me, my god, I'm tired. Look, I've not been sleeping a lot lately, okay? It's like that's the joys of working night shifts and then doing YouTube and trying to do Twitch and also trying to raid on FF14. It's not going so well. It's really not going so well. It's like right now I'm working like 100 hours a week. And that includes YouTube and Twitch. Well, that includes YouTube. It doesn't include Twitch, which admittedly the streams are definitely falling behind a little bit now, unfortunately. But it's a time thing, you know? It's just an absolute nightmare of a time thing. It's like next week. So obviously I should be doing 4 on 4 off, but next week I'm covering 2 shifts for like another staff member, so I'm technically working 6 days. That's 70 hours, man. 70 hours I'm working in 6 days. So that's basically like half a week, right? But if you actually count, you know, like the time where you have to, you know, get up, have a coffee, and then your travel time and stuff like that, it's like an extra, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours in the morning. Well, I say in the morning, in the afternoon, which is my morning. And then like an extra hour and a half, 2 hours when I finish. So realistically, that 70 hours ends up being like 80 plus hours. So more than half of the hours in the week I am spent working next week. It's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck. Just on the bright side though, you know, I can't take my my laptop. Well, I do take my laptop to the night shift, so I can at least work on challenges while I'm there. So, you know, there is that added little benefit, which is obviously really nice. So it's probably not going to affect the content too badly. I just don't know, because there's actually quite a few things I need to work on right now. You guys have been seeing you know, a couple more sponsorships lately on the main channel. So there's just, you know, there's a few extra admin tasks I need to do on the side, you know, reaching out to companies, they're reaching out to me, we're negotiating, and then it's like planning the videos and, you know, like seeing what they want, what videos they can go in, yada yada. It's like there's so much involved. I think that's one of the big things with being like just a content creator in general, you know. I know the general consensus, well, maybe not the general consensus. I know the opinion a lot of people have is, oh, he just sits on his butt playing games all day. That's really, you know, not the case, to be fair. It's like, oh, I had a funny comment the other day, which was basically that, you know, it was basically that, where we're just getting called out and all that. Like, oh, you just play games all day. Like, well, how lazy. It's like, no, I really don't. You'll be surprised. Right, so it's going to offer us to sail us to the wind shrine here. Say no. We do not want to go to the wind shrine. We're actually going to go to Tule first. So we're going to go to the first town, which is located over here on the west. Obviously, we can't really go anywhere. We're sort of trapped in this little bit right here. One thing to note is you see that tiny little bit in the middle. Looks like you can sail through there, but you can't until after the wind shrine. So yeah, don't worry. You can only go to like 2 places here right now anyway. So the first one is going to be Tule. Also, don't worry. Oh man. It's been that long since I've done commentaries that I'm literally losing my voice already. We've only been doing this for like 20-25 minutes. Man, I am so out to practice for this. But yeah, there's only like a couple of places we can go here. There's no battles on the sea just yet, so don't worry about leaving, you know, no encounters on or anything like that. There's nothing to worry about on that side, basically. Anyway, we'll trigger the little cutscene here in Tule, and now there's a bunch of stuff we can do. Okay, so first of all, our lovely pirate friend Faris is gonna go get drunk. So first, I think we'll just go to the pub first. We'll do the pub first. Oh, look at them all having a drink, man! Look at them all having a drink. All right, let's leave for now. We'll come back there. I just like doing things in order. So the first thing is head all the way over to the right next to the inn and interact with the barrel for 150 gil. That's one of the hidden items, because yes, we are going to be getting the hidden items. This is the first place with them. So the next step, we're going to interact with this cardboard box, basically in the middle of town, just near the river, and then the barrel right next to it for a potion. Okay, now let's go get the other two. We are sort of gonna, you know, ignore this little cutscene. We're gonna ignore Zark. We're not gonna go inside just yet. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the west. And the reason we're going to go to the west left side is there's a hidden passage. Okay, there's a hidden passage. That one gives us another Phoenix down. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, we're going to do the exact same thing, but on the other side of the house. So this one basically leads us to a little water wheel where we can interact with the box there for some leather shoes, which we should really equip like right away because obviously, you know, new gear. So we're gonna optimal Ko-Fi, we're gonna optimal her, we're gonna optimal him. Okay, so we got everything equipped. Don't worry, we are gonna fully kit out the characters here in this town. Anyway. Now that we've got all the hidden items on the outside of the buildings, let's go ahead and actually get the ones on the inside of the buildings. So, first of all, we're going to go to the Greenhorns Club, which is in the far bottom left of Tule. Speak to the little waitress there, and she opens up the little bit here for us. Now, these guys are basically, you know, your general tutorials. They'll teach you how to play the game. We already know how to play the game, so we're not going to talk to them, but make sure you run through the invisible wall here so you can get this treasure chest as well. And now we just need to go up into the next room, interact with that treasure chest. It's a monster in a box, but don't worry, it's only a goblin. It's basically just to teach you that there are going to be monsters in boxes in this game. You know, that's literally all it is. So definitely don't worry about that or anything like that. Although we do get another leather shoes, which is really, really nice. So we're going to equip them to Lena as well. Okay, so if we actually take a look at the map right now, as you can see, we've got 3 out of 3 chests and 5 out of 8 items. Now, we're still missing a couple, so let's go get the rest, shall we? Okay, so now we're going to go back to the pub and we're going to interact with a few things here. So first of all, let's interact with the piano. This is going to be important later, but we kind of need them to, you know, like get out the way, but they don't want to. Yeah. Give me a dance, girls. Give me a dance. Getting a nice little dancey dance, you know. Always nice, isn't it, guys? Always nice. Woo. Man, don't you guys just love a dance, man? Don't you just love a nice little dance, eh? Oh, man. Right, okay. So interact with the piano, play the piano. So this is going to be for something later. We need to have 8 of these, okay? Don't worry though. We'll get them all. We'll get them all. Yeah, there's the piano skill leveled up. Okay, items 5 out of 8. I'm pretty sure we actually have all the items for now. But I will, you know, have a look at that soon. Oh yeah, there's Paris asleep, by the way. But yeah, we're gonna get some more of the items in just a second, so don't worry on that. For now, let's go to the shop. Oh yeah, one thing I will say as well, by the way. It's totally optional. It's not required for any trophy or anything like that. But if you actually speak to Faris, well, if you sneak in Faris's room, you'll get a nice little funny cutscene. Man, Bart is such a pervert, right, guys? Such a freaking pervert, dude. And there's the old man pervert as well. I like how nobody admits what's going on. Oh, don't let her in. Don't let her in. Don't let her in, guys. You give them both a slap. I think they got a little bit love struck, you know what I mean? I definitely think they got a little bit love struck, man. For sure. Right, okay, so now that you've had the little funny cutscene, let's go ahead and go back down. So, one thing to keep in mind is we can't use magic just yet, right? We can't use it just yet, however, we will be able to very, very soon. So, if you want to, you can buy some spells right now. We're gonna just, you know, buy each of them because they're cheap anyway, right? Like we don't really need to worry about the cost. We have like 4,000 gil. Obviously, we are using the gil booster. Sue me, I know. It's one of them. We are also going to buy some extra weapons just for a little bit more damage, basically. So what we can do with the broadswords is we can two-hand them, but we can't two-hand them just yet. So we're going to buy 3 broadswords, and then we'll go buy some armor as well. Not really going to buy any items because the fact that we can only buy potions and tents, not really all that needed. You know, especially with the gear upgrades that we're doing right now. So it is what it is, basically. Right, let's just buy 3 of them. I need 2 of them, and we don't need any of them. Okay, so we have the equipment for now. Yeah, go away, Faris. Alright, let's just go ahead and equip. Obviously, we'll have to equip Faris shortly. We can't equip her just yet, but we can equip her, you know, when we actually leave. So that is perfectly fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the wind shrine right now because we are done here. Right, so yeah, let's go, shall we? Alright, come on, Faris. Catch up, girl. Catch up. Trying to give me the slip? Nah, I'd never leave you, Faris. Don't worry about it, girl. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now that we've done Tule, it's time to head to the Wind Shrine. This is also going to be where we actually get our first set of jobs. Yeah, this is what I was on about earlier. By the way, we can't go through there just yet, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so we're going to come up here. And the Wind Shrine is like the only other place that we can actually go. Right here in the Far East. Now, the Wind Shrine is going to be where we're going to unlock the new jobs. However, before we go in, okay, there's going to be some new mobs right here in the Far East, okay? So we need mob number 5, 6, and 7. That's going to be the Killer Bee, the Nutkin, and the Stray Cat. So we've obviously just got the Nutkin, so all we need now is the Killer Bee and the Stray Cat. These two, honestly, really shouldn't take that long to get. The Killer Bee is really common. The Stray Cat normally is a little bit rarer than the Killer Bee, actually, but hey, here we go. We got the Stray Cat first, which is really, really nice. We are also getting some levels. Don't worry, the later levels take forever, so as long as you don't turn ×4 EXP on, realistically, you should definitely be fine on levels, you know. As long as you get to the end of the game and you're only level 90, don't worry about it. Like we just need to make sure we get the level 2, 3, and 5 black magics. Level 2, 3, and 5 blue magic spots. Hey, there's the killer bee. Okay, so we've got the bestiary here right now. So now we can just go through the win train. There are going to be a couple of new mobs as well. There are also going to be some mobs in here that actually give blue magic, but we can't get blue magic just yet. So what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to end this video right here, just because that way we get to do, you know, everything in the next one. I don't want to get partway through and then end and then, you know, sort of have to go back in, if that makes sense. So we're going to end this video right here. And of course, remember guys, all future parts of FF5 are going to be on the Primal VODs channel, okay? And of course, they are also going to be on Ko-Fi for early access for, I want to say, the mini producer tier or above, basically the £5 mini tier. I will also upload them all to the main channel for members only. So if you don't want to leave YouTube, but you do want to help support the channel and that, again, they'll be available member only on this channel, or you can watch them for free over on the Primal VODs channel. But as always though, everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.